I don't believe it. 2 minutes to go, scores level, and United are substituting their ace French striker Poutard with 12-year-old rookie Mark King. It's absolutely incredible. We know young King's a football wizard. We know United paid a record $50 million for him, but boy, only a real champion can pull this one off.
Mark! Mark!
King takes the free kick. He punts one way, now the other. He's past the halfway line. Oh, that's a beautiful move. Just look at those skills.
Mark, come quickly! Mark!
He's totally confused the opposing back. Oh, magnificent! The referee's looking at his watch. Here comes Lomboro. The big Brazilian lays on it for
Where is he, Juno? Where's Mark? Mark, answer me!
One kick to decide the premiership. Can this young 12-year-old become the biggest superstar in football history?
Mark, what's the matter with you? Couldn't you hear me?
I'm busy.
No, you're not. Why didn't you answer me?
That's Kate, my sister. Real drama queen. So if you were drowning at sea or you're falling off a cliff, Kate would still reckon her business is more important.
Mark, this is important.
See?
It's Mrs. Medlow.
What?
Chris says... You gotta come.
Come on in, guys. Come on. Happened just a few minutes ago. She just slipped away.
But I thought this morning when I brought in her breakfast, she said she felt fine.
She would say that. Wouldn't want you to worry.
Mrs. Medlow's been with us all our lives. Me and my two brothers, that is. She was our great aunt, but she hated being called auntie, so we called her Mrs. Medlow. She was the nicest, smartest, kindest. She was the best.
What's gonna happen now?
What?
You know, the park and everything.
Chris reckons Mrs. Medlow's given it to some relatives of hers. Of ours too.
What relatives?
I don't know. That's what he reckons.
Oh. What's Vinny doing?
Dunno. Vinny lives here too. He's sort of family. Chris reckons Vinny's got some strange ways, but he's the best animal handler he's ever seen.
What's Vinny doing?
Dunno.
He's got some strange ways, Vinny. Best animal handler I've ever seen, though.
See?
What you doing, Vinny?
Asking Buddha to take care of Mrs. Medlow's spirit.
Do you reckon he could hear you?
Buddha hears everything.
Do you reckon he'll do what you ask?
Only Buddha knows that.
What if he doesn't?
Then he doesn't.
You gotta hand it to Vinny. He's a really cool guy. Like, I mean, nothing phases him. Chris reckons he's the best animal handler he's ever seen.
Hey, come on, guys. I know how you're feeling, but you gotta eat.
We would if we could.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't you know you're not supposed to barbecue peas?
Put cranberry sauce on fish.
Hey, come on. I looked up the nutrition charts. All these foods are extremely good for you.
Yeah, but not cooked like this.
So I had to improvise a little. It's not that bad, though.
Chris is our older brother. He normally lives at university, but when Mrs. Medlow got sick, he came back home to help out. He's really clever, but with cooking, he's a total loser.
What about the new people?
What new people?
Kate reckons that you reckon that these relatives are going to take over the park.
Yeah, that's the goal, all right. Mrs. Medlow is very insistent that the park be kept in the family.
How come we never met them?
Because they're in England, aren't they?
Are they?
And they've got money, too. Real money. They're going to help us put Wallaby Park on the map. Nothing will be impossible.
Impossible. This is impossible. I simply refuse to believe you, Mr. Fitch. These papers must be wrong. They have to be!
Sorry about this. Mummy's never been very good at business things, and since Daddy died, but she's had a bit of a tough time of it. Why don't we go home and have some tea?
Tea? According to Mr. Fitch, we can't afford tea. According to Mr. Fitch, we can't even afford the water for it.
Mummy, stop being so silly. What are you talking about?
We're poor.
Poor?
Poor.
Of course we're not poor. Only poor people are poor, and we're not poor people. We can't be poor.
Guess what, everybody? What? Gemma's poor.
Look, there she is!
Gemma's poor. Gemma's poor. Gemma's poor. Gemma's poor. Gemma's poor. Gemma's poor. Gemma's poor.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid, Gemma, your father's business struck rather a hard time shortly before he died. He had to sell everything.
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 Thank goodness we still have the house. Our money in the bank?
All gone, I'm afraid. However, every cloud has a silver lining, and in your case, a beige one.
What's that?
It seems you've inherited a property.
Really?
And a rather nice one by the look of it.
See, Mummy? I told you everything would be all right. I know, we'll go home, collect Greg, and take a drive and have a look at it.
Could be a rather long drive.
Oh, no, it's not near one of those horrid northern industrial towns.
Actually, it's a little more remote.
What could be more remote than that?
Australia.
I am not going to Australia.
You are. I'm not. You are. I'm not. Where's Gregory?
Blowing himself up, hopefully.
Go and call him, will you? Please?
Insect, come and have your tea. All right, die then.
We'll go to Australia, sell this sheep farm or whatever it is, make lots of money and then come home.
I think Mum and Gemma are about to have a fearful argument. I think they love arguing. I think that's why they get on so well.
How long will that take?
A couple of weeks at the most, I should think.
How will you pay for the trip?
Mr. Fitch lent me the money for the tickets.
First class or business?
Economy.
What?
Gemma's going to go double bananas now. You watch.
Mummy, this is so unfair.
I'm sorry, but times are tight.
Economy?
It won't hurt you.
We'll have those horrible plastic knives and forks and disgusting squishy stew and those mean little seats with fat smelly people beside us. What if someone from school's on the same plane? What if they see us?
Wear some sunglasses if it worries you. And a hat.
And we have to fly over all those funny foreign countries. What if I get sick? What if I throw up all over the plane?
I'm sure you'll cope perfectly adequately. Who's that skulking by the door? Gregory, are you skulking?
No.
Come and have some tea, darling.
I can't, I'm busy.
All right, but keep out of Daddy's study, will you? It's dusty and I don't want you having an allergy attack.
No, Mum. I know I said I
wouldn't come in here, but it is a major crisis of extreme proportions. I've discovered something really serious, and I think you should know about it. Here's England with me standing up. Now watch. Here's Australia. But look what happens when I stand up there. I'm upside down and in serious danger of getting sucked into outer space. But there's no way that'll happen, because I formulated a plan. My hiking boots from Cubs, which I positively don't like. Cubs, I mean, not my boots. My special explorer's cap, which Dad got me from China. This is strictly top secret, but I've scientifically prepared my cap and boots so that there's no way I'll be sucked into space when I'm in Australia. I'll be prepared for every emergency.
All right, everyone, we'll continue with our story. Remember, we're up to the part where the thieves have stolen the treasure and the children have to find it before sunrise. Thank you, Lucy. Quickly, everyone! Hang on to your desks and don't let go!
What's happening, miss?
There's a hole in the roof! If it gets any bigger, we'll all be sucked into outer space!
Oh no, we won't be able to hear the end of the story! What can we do?
There's only one person who can save us. Magnet Man!
What seems to be the problem, teacher?
There's a hole in the roof! If it gets any bigger, we'll all become space junk!
You've got to save us, Magnet Man! We're too young to become space junk! Hurry, Magnet Man, please!
Stay calm, everyone.
Wow, look at him go! How does he do it? Please don't fall, Magnet Man, please don't fall! I'd better finish packing now. I'm really chuffed about going to Australia. I think living on a farm will be super excellent no matter what Gemma says.
Oh no. Conga and Chica are school deadbeats. They only hang around Mark when they want something. Wonder what it is this time.
You couldn't lend us $10, could ya?
$10?
It's just a simple request, isn't it, Chica?
Yeah, simple. Yeah, simple. Just like your brain, Conga.
Oh, look who it is, Chica. It's Princess Kate. Sorry, Your Highness. Are we breathing your special air here, are we?
Believe it or not, that's Conga's idea of a really funny joke. If it's money you want, you can't have any because we haven't got any.
Money? Who said the word money? Did you hear me say money, Chica?
No way. If you didn't say it, you're just about to. Come on, Mark. Chris wants you up at the U.
Better go, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. You guys can still hang around if you want to. We could have a really interesting conversation about something intelligent.
Come on, Chica. There's a really bad smell around here.
Yeah, really bad. Duh. You probably think I'm a bully, don't you? It's just sometimes I have to look after my brother, right? I know I might be a bit full on, but I'm definitely not a bully.
You're such a bully, Kate.
What are you talking about?
You shouldn't have blasted Conga and Chica like that.
I didn't blast them, I just told them we didn't have any money.
You're too rude sometimes. Even Mrs. Medlow said you were.
When did she say that?
Plenty of times.
When?
She might not have said it, but she thought it.
How do you know what she thought?
I just do, that's all.
Can you believe that? My brother drives me so mad sometimes. If you want my brother, I don't know what I'd do, but it wouldn't be pleasant.
This is the final call for Flight 542 to Sydney. Could the King family please go to gate 23? Your plane is ready to depart and the other passengers are getting very angry.
Right then, here's your ticket, Gregory. What's the matter with your feet, darling? Have you got blisters or something horrid?
I'm fine, thank you.
Where's Gemma? Gemma! Come and get your ticket.
Mike, please. Can you not say my name so loudly?
I don't know what you're worried about. Nobody could possibly recognise you in that get-up.
Oh, look, there's Gemma.
Hi, Gemma.
Hey, Gemsy. Gemma, what are you doing here with all these scrubby tourists and in those awful clothes?
I am... Oh, no. What am I going to do? This'll be the end. I'll be a social outcast for the rest of my life. It's a bit difficult to explain.
Try to.
We're all ears. I am...
Actually, we're on an extremely hush-hush expedition to the Southern Hemisphere. It's very exclusive.
How exclusive?
We're not really allowed to talk about it. In fact, I shouldn't really be telling you this much.
That sounds so amazing. You're so lucky, Jem.
We're just going to boring old Miami.
Sorry we can't chat on, girls. We have to act like ordinary tourists so that we don't draw attention to ourselves.
Oh, right. We'll push off then. Jeremy, you sly little fox. We insist you tell us everything as soon as we get back to school.
See ya, Jem. Bye. Thank you so much, Mummy. I didn't know you could be cool in a crisis.
Neither did I. I was rather good though, wasn't I?
You were brilliant.
Now then, which way is gate 23?
Yes, Captain, the Kings have arrived. The last one's going through the metal security gate now.
Hurry up, darling. The plane's waiting for us.
Hurry up, insect.
Come along, young fellow. Nothing to be afraid of. That's the lad. Just walk straight through the gate. We got a 637 at gate 23. I repeat, a 637 at gate 23. Someone is in very, very big trouble, my lad.
All right, let me get this straight. You say that you placed these magnets in your shoes and hat so that when you get to Australia, you won't fall into outer space. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Why would you fall into outer space?
Because I'll be standing upside down.
I see. Mrs. King, does your son stand upside down very often?
Not that I've noticed, no.
Then why was he planning to stand upside down in Australia?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Well then, young man, perhaps you'd better enlighten us. Why were you planning to stand upside down in Australia?
I don't want to.
But you just said you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
But everyone in Australia stands upside down.
Since when?
Since always.
Now you listen to me, son. I have been following cricket and rugby on an international level for over 20 years. And in all that time, I have never, repeat, never seen one single Australian stand upside down.
With respect, Gov, I think I might be able to assist here.
Oh, really? And how might you do that?
I think what he's saying is that in England, when we stand, our heads are pointing towards the North Pole. But in Australia, which as you know is in the Southern Hemisphere.
I am aware of that fact, yes. Is this leading somewhere?
Well, when they stand, their heads are pointing down, towards the South Pole, which in effect makes them appear as if they're standing upside down.
Is that true? Is that what all this is about?
Yes, sir.
What's wrong after you?
Nothing. Just making sure it's in tip-top working order to pick up the relations tomorrow.
Shouldn't that lead connect to somewhere?
Now, don't try and tell me about engines, mate. If there's one thing I know about, it's engines.
Chris, here's the tools you wanted. What's wrong with the ute?
Nothing. Just getting it ready to pick up the relations.
You can't pick them up in the ute.
Of course I'm not going to pick them up in the ute. They'll take a taxi or a limo. This is just to help them out with their luggage.
Why would they have lots of luggage?
They're coming here to start a new life. Of course they're going to have lots of luggage.
What if they don't?
Do you two have to be so negative about everything?
Shouldn't that lead connect to something?
Everyone's an expert. Look, just pass me the socket spanner.
What if we can't fit all their stuff in the house?
Well, they won't need to. They'll be staying in a hotel.
How do you know?
Kate, my speciality is business studies. I know all about business and business people. Trust me, they'll be staying in a hotel. Right, Mark, start her up.
What's wrong with the ute?
Nothing.
Oh, good.
Here we go.
Shouldn't that lead connect to something?
Vinny, do I ever tell you how to handle animals?
Quite often, yes.
Exactly. So don't try and tell me how to handle engines.
Right. I'll leave it to it then.
Sooner or later, probably later, Chris will connect that lead to where it belongs. By then, we'll have all missed dinner, Mark will be asleep, and Chris will be blaming everyone but himself. Is it just us, or all families are strange?
All right, madam. Suppose I believe this incredible story of your sons. Perhaps you would care to explain why your daughter is travelling in disguise.
She's not in disguise.
Then why is she wearing a sari?
Why shouldn't she?
Has she ever worn one before?
I don't believe so. Have you, Gemma? No, never.
Doesn't that strike you as being a bit odd?
She's a 12-year-old girl. All 12-year-old girls are odd.
Mummy, there's no need to go over the top.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, dear. When I was your age, I was very odd. I expect you were too.
I most certainly was not.
Really?
Really?
How odd.
Look, it's simple. I'm just like this because I don't want any of my school chums to see that I'm travelling in economy class.
Why?
Because nobody travels in economy class, do they?
I do.
Do you?
Indeed I do, and grateful I am to have the opportunity.
I think I've just dug myself into a ginormous hole here.
I think it's all about peer group pressure, sir. Wanting to conform to the behaviour of one's friends, especially when...
I know what peer group pressure means.
Sir.
Take these people to their plane.
You mean we're free to go?
As of now. Have a word with immigration, would you? See if there's some way to extend this family's stay in Australia.
For how long?
Forever. Longer if you can manage it.
I am so embarrassed. My friends, my class, my whole school is going to know about this now. I might as well be dead.
Isn't this great? Our very own police escort. Everyone will think we're famous.
Long way away, Australia. It's not going to be easy for them.
Oh, it'll be rough, all right.
Still, the Kings are British, aren't they? That'll help them through.
The Kings will be all right. It's the Australians I feel sorry for. They won't know what's here.